So in today's video, what we're going to be discussing actually is a new listing that I have here in Northwest Cape Coral. It's a new construction home and it's made with ICF Construction. So it's a pretty unique property and I can't wait to give you the full tour.
This particular home is made with ICF Construction. ICF Construction stands for insulated concrete forms. They are hollow foam blocks often made of expanded polystyrene that are stacked and then filled with concrete, creating strong insulated walls or foundations. The benefits of ICF is energy efficiency, strength and durability, air tightness, indoor environmental quality, and in some cases, faster construction.
All right, so now you know a little bit more about ICF Construction, and let's start this video tour on the outside as always. All right, so we're here today in Northwest Cape Coral, and we're featuring this beautiful new construction home. This is called the Prestige model. I currently have two of these homes on the market. The other one is just about a quarter mile east from here, also Gulf access. This is also a Gulf access property. It's a 3-bedroom with a den, 3 full bathrooms, 3-car garage. It's got a metal roof and just under 2,900 square feet. Of course, it's got a pool. Of course, it's got a spa. Of course, it's got an outdoor grill station, but there's so much more this property also has. So I can't wait to show it to you today. First of all, let me give you a tour of the neighborhood. It's a very quiet area up here in the Northwest, and it's been exploding over the last couple of years for a number of reasons. If you've seen some of my older videos, I did a video explaining the 7 Island project and everything that it's bringing to this area over here. So that's been something that's driving a lot of demand for this area up here. It's a big project, and if you want to know more about it, search for my video or just Google it, 7 Island Project, Cape Coral. There's a whole website on it to tell you all about it. But the other reason why this area is so popular is for people that like to boat. You know, you take your boat on the water here to the open water, and you're looking at roughly about half an hour because you're going through the Matlacha area to get to the Gulf access, and there is only one bridge restriction. So that is also another reason why this area has been very popular. Then, as you can see with this house, we got this large driveway, lots of pavers here, very sleek, modern design. You got the rock or the stone up front, the black stone. The other thing I'm going to mention briefly before we get in there, you know, we get a lot of people that come down here from the north, and they're used to being on a couple acres. So now they're downsizing to, you know, something that sits on a quarter acre to try to make their lives a little bit simpler, but they can't get past the idea of just sitting on a half an acre or a quarter acre, I should say. So this property, for example, sits on 80 feet wide by 125 feet deep. And then behind you, you got the canal, and the canal is roughly about 95 feet, I want to say. So you do have the additional privacy in there. But let's say you did want to have some extra land. Maybe you wanted to build a bigger garage next to you for storage or for your RV or your boat, or you just want more land and privacy. Maybe you want to put up a fence over here. Maybe you have dogs that you want them running around. Well, guess what? This property is also listed on the market right now. This is a Gulf access property. This is also one of my listings, and this is listed at $220 right now. It does not have a seawall, but it is directly adjacent to this property. So if you wanted more land with your house, here's a great opportunity with this home. All right, so let's go inside and take a look at this property. So a couple things I want to point out that throughout this video is the first thing is going to be the entryway over here. And we've had some feedback from people saying that the entryway is too narrow, and I would 100% agree with that. The builder is actually going to go through the process of getting that extended. So it's just a matter of time until this is going to be a much bigger opening. They might up having to maybe move this tree to another area to make it even bigger, but it is in progress. And if it's something that you don't like, obviously let me know. We can negotiate on a lot of these things. This house is essentially fully completed. There is a CO, but there is still some minor things that the builder is open to doing. Look at this grand entryway. This is just a beautiful house. Shows really well. So this is where your parts of your septic system is and your sewer. This house is septic and well, and it is elevated. All of this area is in a flood zone, but the elevation on this house, I believe, is over 9 feet. So You don't have to worry about any type of flooding here. Okay, so that's the exterior. Let's go in and check this beautiful home out. And of course, all these windows and doors, the impact windows, impact resistance. So again, this is the Prestige model. It's a little bit different from some of the homes you've seen me sell in the past. There's a typical open layout down here that's very popular, and this kind of defines that. You got these 14-foot ceilings, these beautiful tile flooring. I love the brown, and then they got the hints of brown kind of throughout the whole house. The little details on the side. So this floor plan is absolutely different from some of these other floor plans. It allows somebody to get really creative on the layout. But before we get over here, on the left side over here, as soon as you walk in, this is going to be your den. It's a good sized room that you can use as your workout room. Put an elliptical in here. It could be an office space. Or could be just another bedroom if you wanted to. You know, you can easily frost these windows to get more privacy or add blinds, or we can even replace these doors. That's not a problem. So as soon as you walk in here, you got this big open floor plan that leads out into the living room. So there's your TV console, already built in, just ready for you to mount your TV, whatever size you prefer on there. Got these huge sliding doors. I believe these are about 10 feet tall. So it's got a nice opening out in the pool area. So on a day like this, just leave the doors open. And then you got this huge grand kitchen. You can see the cabinets going from the floor to the ceiling, essentially. There's no wasted space. This is a very extravagant kitchen. Lots of this quartzite countertop. And this is a huge kitchen island. You have seating over here for another 6 people easily. And you have extra storage underneath there. Let me know what you think about the way that the tile was designed here. We've done this in another house before and people absolutely loved it. I think it looks great with this house as well, but give me your feedback and let me know what you think. So this ideally would be your living room, of course. You know, put a TV right there. So this is actually your dishwasher. You can see that they put this paneling on it. Came out really nice. 36-inch cooktop, electric. You got Wolf appliances. That's a Wolf microwave and a built-in oven. This door leads out into the garage, but we're not gonna get there yet. First, let me show you the rest of this kitchen. And behind this door is a secret pantry. You come in here and look at this extra space that you have. Lots of storage space. That's one thing down here we can't get enough of because we don't have basements. And of course, this right here is the fridge. This is also a Sub-Zero refrigerator. And if you know anything about appliances or pay attention to appliances, you're gonna know the Sub-Zero are top of the line appliances. They're very expensive. And this house, it doesn't deserve any less than that, top of the line. All right, so now we get to this area, and this is ideally your best place to have a dining room or maybe another sitting area. Times are changing, and there's a lot of homes that I see nowadays that don't even have a dining room anymore. Okay? There's no dining room table, especially down here in Florida, because most of the time people are going to be either eating in the kitchen island, or they're going to be outside here on the lanai, you know, where you have a table overlooking your pool and your water. Or in this case, this house actually has a separate grill station over there that's enclosed like that, and you can easily have a table in there and sit out and enjoy being outside. That's what it's all about down here. I spend a lot of time on our lanai, in our pool. So if you were to put a dining room table, you kind of have the option to put maybe one right there on that wall, or maybe one right there. And then wherever you decide to put the table, you can then eventually end up hanging down a nice chandelier over it, and then have a little nice walking path over here that leads out to the front door. The one thing that I'm a stickler on, and it's like the frosted windows. That's an easy feature that can be added on. They purposely left it the way it is, like this. So some people prefer it open like this. Some people don't like having blinds. So the house is still customizable to your liking. We've seen the living room, seen the kitchen, seen the dining room, the office space. Here's your first bedroom. There's a good sized bedroom. You can easily fit a king size bed in here. Again, this flooring is throughout the whole house. So, and then you got these 8-foot doors throughout the whole house. Besides the sliders, those are 10-foot doors. So you know Shaq won't hit his head if he comes to visit you. This is your first bathroom, full size, of course. I'm really typically not a fan of the gold faucets, but it goes really well with this house. This is a little storage area for your linens, towels, plenty of storage. What size TV would you put up there? If it was me, I'd go up to 100-inch on there. All right, this is your second guest room. Also big enough for king size bed. Got your closet storage right there. Same shelving as in the other room. Over here you have a pocket door. Leads into your pool bath. And then this door leads out into the grill station area. We'll go out there last. Okay, so let's head back over to the kitchen area. You kind of look back into the spot that leads out into the garage. Just so you can see what the flow of this house is. Again, it's not a traditional open layout that I'm used to. It's definitely got some changes on there that some people might find appealing. Here's your garage. Oop. There's some lights. You got the epoxy flooring. All right. All right, so over here, there's a huge laundry room. It's lots of counter space, lots of storage. It's definitely a good size. And of course, you got the sink over here, the washer and dryer front loader, high efficiency. And then this goes into, there is a pocket door here and another one right there. And this goes into the master closet. So you got a bunch of storage right there. And you got a bunch of storage on this side over here. It's a good sized closet, lots of storage space. And then this is your full-size bathroom, your master bathroom. Those lights do turn on, but for some reason I couldn't get them on. So I might have to check the breaker, see what's going on there. Really nice design for this walk-in shower with the tub. And again, the window it's not frosted, but that's an easy thing to do. Pretty sure 99.9% of people that are buying, if they that would buy this house, can't talk today, would want it frosted. But there's that 0.01 that like to irritate the neighbors. So which one are you? All right, here's your master bedroom. Look at those 90-degree sliders over there. Imagine waking up to this in the morning and then jumping into your pool or your spa. And it's got this nice design in the back. You can actually see the virtual staging for this photo, what it looks like if you had, a king-size bed in here and how you can design it. Definitely a good size room. And then this leads out to the pool area. You can see the size of this lanai, it's huge. Good size lanai. Got a lot of shade down here, so it's a very comfortable place to sit. You can easily set up a couple seating areas. As you can see, you got one right there. You can have a seating area here. You can have a seating area over here. This place it's got to be at least 50 to 60 feet wide right here. I got to take a look at the floor plans to know for sure. And then you got this nice pool. You got steps here, little play area. And then of course you got the spa over there, overlooking this this canal, which is about 90 to 95 feet wide. So this area, we're in the northwest of Cape Coral. The address is also in the comments or in the description below. And it's been mentioned a few times in this video, but if you ever need to know anything more, just check the comment section and get more information. But this property is in the northwest, and where it sits currently, it does not have city water or sewer. It's on septic and well. This area is behind on that change, but it's going to happen within the next couple of years. So this has a septic and well on here. Now what they did end up doing is to make sure you have clean water and to make sure you have constant water going to the house, is they put a complete reverse osmosis system with a backup tank on the side of the house. And something just came out of the water. It had a fin on it. It was right over there. Not sure if you saw that, but there's some incredible fishing right here from your backyard. And so there's that reverse osmosis system on the side of the house with that backup tank, water softener, everything you need to have good clean water. And they've drilled it extra deep, so you don't have to have any issues about running out of water. All right, that's it for this video. And I hope you like this house. It's an incredible house. It's definitely different, definitely stands out. And the more information is below. If you have any questions about this property or any other real estate here in Cape Coral, give me a call today. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Welcome back to Living in Cape Coral. Dean here with eXp Realty. If this is your first time to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe below and stay up to date in the real estate market here in Cape Coral, Florida and its surroundings. I've been coming to Cape Coral since 2001. Initially, it was just a vacation destination for me. And then eventually I ended up moving down here permanently in 2020. It was one of the best decisions that I made. I love the lifestyle down here. It's not for everybody, but if you do like the sun and the beaches and this type of lifestyle, then you should check it out as well. My team and I would love the opportunity to help you with your transition down to Cape Coral, whether that's 10 days or 100 days from now. Whenever you're ready, give me a call. Let's start that discussion and see if Cape Coral is the right fit for you.